This video will cover how to begin coding in MySQL. This video will give you an overview of MySQL commands and assist you with writing your journal entries this week. After watching this video and updating your journal, follow the step-by-step instructions in the Chapter 3 tutorial assignment. Be sure to type out all commands into a notepad document and do not copy and paste them from the PDF. This is to give you practice making mistakes and correcting them. MySQL is a popular structured query language used by most database management systems. There are various versions of MySQL used by companies including SQL Server, MySQL, and Oracle. The coding for each of these versions varies slightly, but I'll use the basic SQL language, which we will learn in this class. When learning how to code a database, the first command you must learn is how to create a database, because you must create a database before creating tables. The syntax for creating a database is create database and then database name. You can also see the example here. After creating a database, and each time you want to use a particular database, you must activate it by using the use database name command. Now you are ready to create a table. Each table is created separately. You start with the create table keywords followed by the name of your table. Next, you must enclose in parentheses the column name, data type, and data type parameters for each column in your database. Each column is separated by commas. Note that the table name and column names cannot exceed 18 characters, must start with a letter, and contain no spaces, but can contain numbers, letters, and underscores, but not other special characters. See page 73 of your See page 73 of your textbook for data type descriptions. I recommend you photocopy this page of your textbook and include it in your journal. A complete example of creating the rep table from the Premier Product database is shown here and in figure 3.7 in your textbook. Take special note in how the primary key is noted. You will notice that in MySQL, foreign keys are not noted in any special way. After all of your tables for the database are created, you are ready to insert the rows or records of data into each table. Note there is a separate insert statement for every row in a table, and if a column is coded in the create table statement as a character, its value must be surrounded by single quotation marks. You can see this in figure 3.12 from your textbook. Sometimes there's not a value for a field in a row when you're entering data. This is where a null value is used. A null is a special value to represent a situation when an actual value is not known for a column. You can use the not null clause in the create table command to exclude the use of nulls in a column. The default is to allow null values. Use a special format of the insert command to enter a null value into a table. Identify the names of the columns that accept non-null values, then list only the non-null values after the values command, as you see here in figure 3.14 of your textbook. At some point while coding using MySQL, you will make some mistakes and decide it is easier to drop the entire database or individual tables, make the changes to your script file in a notepad document, and then rerun the script or copy and paste the information into your database as a clean copy. If you just want to update a single value in a table, you can use the update command. If you want to delete a record, you can use the delete command. Let's go over the syntax of each of these commands separately. The syntax for dropping a database is drop database and then whatever the database name is followed by a semicolon. The syntax for dropping a table is similar to that of dropping a database. It's drop and then the keyword table and then the table name followed by the semicolon. The syntax for updating data in tables is update and the keyword and then the table name and then the set keyword and then whatever your column name is and then the equal sign and then the value that you want to reset where the column name equals whatever the value is. And that column name is referring to some other column within that particular record that will uniquely identify it. So like the primary key for that particular table. And you can see an example here in figure set 317 of your textbook. You may also want to delete an entire record. The syntax for deleting a record is as you see in figure 318 of your book, which is delete from and then whatever your table name is, the keyword where, and then whatever the column name is, equals, and then whatever that value is. And don't forget your semicolon at the end. Once you have entered everything in your database, you are ready to review information in the database. The select command is used to view data in a database. The show columns command is used to display a table structure or the data dictionary. The show databases command is used to display the names of all databases. The show tables command is used to display all tables associated with the active database. So let's take a look at the select command. The select command, and we'll learn a lot more about this in chapter 4 when we work with single table queries, but we'll just use a simple one for now. You use the keyword select and then the asterisk, what that means is a wildcard for everything, and then you use the keyword from, and then whatever your table name is, and what that displays, as you can see from figures 315 and 316 of your book, it will display all of the individual items from the rep table. And what figure 316 shows you is if you include the backslash and then G after your statement, you will see a slightly different format and see one record after the other. Some people prefer that view, so I just wanted to show it to you. Also known as displaying the data dictionary, the show columns command has the syntax of the keywords show columns from and then the table name complete with our semicolon. This particular command allows you to display every field, its data type, and other information in each table. Next we have the show tables and show databases command. These are two very simple commands. You just simply type the show tables and then semicolon when you have an active database and you want to display the tables that are in that particular database. And then you use the show databases command, and that's the only keywords that you use, and you don't use the database name or anything. And what this does is this displays the names of all the databases that are currently on your mini server. So let's review all of the information we've learned here in Chapter 3. We've taken a look at the MySQL mini server and how to use that, how to create a database, drop a database, activate the database, creating tables, dropping tables, insert data or rows into a table, about the null, and then also the select command, the update command, the delete command, and then finally show columns, and then show tables and show databases as well. Thanks for watching.